Hey, so I know this looks like I'm in a bath full of an excessive amount of bubbles, but that is exactly what it is. This is where I have spent most of my quarantine. Why, you ask? Because I'm a constant, stressed mess of a person, and I like sitting in a tub full of hot water and shiny bubbles. And honestly, I just can't get zen enough to film a video, which is why I haven't uploaded one in like 2 weeks, because the constant stress of it and anxiety of having to make a video and then upload it and talk about everything that's been going on sounds awful. Yeah. So now I'm in the bath and I'm feeling slightly less like a monster. Would it help if I told you I had a swimsuit on? Anyway, okay, I'm done talking about it. So I did want to give a bit of an update just because I've been gone for a while. I haven't updated the channel in like 2 weeks. Things have been hard. They've been so hard. So I haven't actually had much to do. So I definitely should have been uploading channel stuff, but I haven't had any motivation to do things despite needing to do things. I've been moved in with my mom for about 2 weeks, I think at this point. We moved in because she is in healthcare, so she's actually pretty up to date on all the things that are going on, and it's nice to be around somebody who knows what's happening and has numbers and is just relatively well updated and is safe. So we moved in with her just for some peace of mind. I also like being around my mom. She helps with my anxiety a lot. We're besties, so that's helpful. I don't have nearly as much to do here. It's just me and my animals and my laptop. Mostly. Yesterday I had a fever of 99 and it had been kind of climbing for the last like hour or so. It climbed up to 99, it didn't go past it, and I was really freaking out. And so I just spent the rest of the day in bed and made sure Kyle and my mom came nowhere near me just in case that's what was happening. And I've had the worst, like runny nose and allergies and sinus problems. So I've always been I've been a little bit worried just kind of consistently, but the fever's gone today, which is great because I was super, super terrified. That was like a really bad moment. Just a moment that I've been afraid of for a really long time, and I'm really dreading the fact that like one day I might just have it and then everything has to change pretty dramatically, and it's pretty serious. I still keep seeing lots of like scary headlines, young people getting sick, young people dying. People are not taking social distancing seriously enough. People are just so selfish. I have not seen another person who isn't my mom or my husband in months. We're doing a lot of like D&D calls and Discord family calls and just anything to kind of make us feel better, but it's rough not seeing your friends and your family. So I know quarantine isn't gonna end in like forever, and it's so awful. I really don't have much to update. I guess I do have a bit of an update. I figured out what kind of channel content I am going to produce. I'm going to do, similarly to what I talked about, I'm going to go through a series of different shows and characters and just sort of react and discuss how they were portrayed with their different styles of mental illness or mental health issues. I think it's going to be fun. I think it's going to be really enjoyable. It'll actually be more of like a podcast kind of discussion rather than a video essay. Actually, I think it'll kind of be somewhere in the middle. And I'll have Kyle on for a few of them because there's some shows he knows much more about. But mental illness and mental health has been portrayed in movies for literally years, and it feels like only just now, like here in 2020, people are really starting to understand more and more about it because we're just starting to see more and more people talk about it, which is good for a lot of reasons, but it's worth sort of talking about like what people who aren't experiencing those things still think it works like, and also maybe how shows do a really good job and how we can learn to laugh at ourselves. Or I am so bored and so alone, and those are just two really bad things for my anxiety. So it's been difficult. I don't know, it's been really hard. We did start that morning show. If you haven't seen it, you should go on Twitch every Monday through Friday at 8 a.m. Central Time for an hour. Kyle and I have a morning show where we just sort of discuss daily topics and stuff. It's really good. It's very fun, and it helps stabilize me a lot. How are you guys doing? What's it like over where you are? How's quarantine? How's your family taking it? Have you been sick? What hobbies, what things have you picked up? How are you keeping busy? For those of you who are still working, how are you doing with that? Is that making you nervous, or are you feeling more comfortable because life hasn't completely turned upside down? I'm definitely curious to hear from other people. Life is hard, and quarantine is hard, and you know, just take care of yourself. Like, you don't have to learn a new language or take a new class or pass all of your university. Just make sure your mental health is like something you're considering during the midst of a totally ridiculous. I remembered something. That I wanted to update you guys on. Great. Okay, so I had remembered that I'm still in therapy and it's been going really, really well. And one of the things that was recently done is my therapist, who is, I don't remember, I guess she specifically works in EMDR. Oh, look at this. Look at him, he's so sweet. She specifically works in EMDR, which is like I think it's like a memory-based PTSD, like treatment, essentially. And, so we sat down and the first thing she wanted to do was go over like some of she told me to pick one of my most traumatic memories, where she thinks a lot of like my anxieties still come from, a lot of my health anxiety specifically. So I had this memory from back when I was in treatment. So in my therapy, we've been rehashing that memory basically, and we've had a few sessions now. At this point, I feel much better about the memory itself, but with some different sort of techniques and training, she's helped me kind of, I can think about the memory, I can remember it, I can remember all the details. So while I still remember, I don't remember where I was, but basically, while I do still remember the memory vividly, I actually don't have the traumatic, depressive thoughts and associations tied into it while I remember it. So it's really cool. I can't say that I completely understand how it worked or what she did or even the benefits, but my anxiety has been better. It has been getting better. My depressive thoughts have been lesser. I have felt generally a little bit better like since then. But yeah, it was just really interesting to you know, within an hour have one memory that was so heavily tied into some of my like darkest thoughts and feelings and depression, and by the end of that hour remembering all of those feelings but not having to feel them, not having to feel so intense, so traumatized by it, I guess. Yeah, it was really interesting. I did want to update you guys on that because I thought that it mattered. I can't help but recommend therapy to everyone. It's expensive though. My therapist, who I love very, very much, I've had therapists before that just did not click with me. She's $100 a session because she's not in my insurance plan, so I'm spending a lot of money to see her, but I really do value having her specifically and the work we've done and how great she is. So I did want to update you guys. Like, that is something that's been just continuously going on once a week.
I can't look away from this man because I don't understand like how his brain is working right now.
Do it.
Crinkly face smiles and these
Amazing.
Big eyes, his big eyes.
No.
There are people out there.
I'm doing something. Watch. Excuse you. Is this an exercise? Oh god. It is. Turns out.
Hey.
A wide push-up?
Yeah.
Is this wide enough?
Yeah. Hey, try that. Okay.
That was horrible. Alright, well, time for child's pose for an hour. Girl, what are you doing? Can I just move it? What are you doing?
There we go. Hi.
Hey.
What's going on?
I'm rock hunting. Rock hunting like my ancestors used to do. That was awful. I saw hose in the water. Anyway, we're over at a creek behind my mom's house, and I've decided from, mostly losing my mind, and also because I haven't seen a person in a month and a half, that isn't Kyle and my mother, that I'm going to find comfort in rocks, like most people do. Gonna try to find shiny rocks, pretty rocks, colorful rocks, really any rocks. I've been doing great, mentally, by the way. Didn't sleep last night, but other than that, things have been good, so yeah, join me as I hunt for rocks. I don't know what this is. I think it is a poop of some kind.
I don't know what the hell that is.
It's probably from a bird.
I hope the bird's okay.
Not gonna lie, don't know what I'm looking for. I mean, I kind of know what I'm looking for, but I don't know where to find it. Let me know if you see a snake.
Okay.
Why do you look like that,
I don't know.
Kyle?
Put the rock there.
Do you have anything to say?
I should have put the rock there less hard.
Here's my crystal collection because I've gone a little crazy and the sparkles make me happy, so. Well, congratulations, Allison.
Oh, congratulations, Allison, on 1,000 subscribers.
Thank you. Appreciate it. You're such a good husband for
know.
remembering.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's all I've been thinking about.
Yeah, because I told you 2 minutes ago.
Yeah.
Yeah. Gannon, what do you think? Gannon?
I wonder what he's finally eating.
Fine. Says you. You.
I'm finally eating my 30th meal.
Care to explain that? That's a bit weird.
I'm currently trying to put on muscle, so I'm eating 3,000 calories a day.
Show off that muscle. No, show it. Oh, okay. I mean, that looked weird, but you could see it.
What?
I have to end my video.
Oh. So I needed to do something wacky.
Yes, please. No.